We start yet or what? I hope we weren't waiting for me.
No,
but...
we're waiting on you.
Oh my fucking god, I'm sorry.
Fake characters are more important than real characters. Let's go.
So essentially, last week we arrived in the town and we got rid of the werewolf problem for this village of Jarlsvard. And then we basically wanted a meeting with Brother Titus because he's running things and we don't like that. So we were thinking about different ways to get rid of him. He came out and asked us to leave, and we said that we didn't like that. He said we could tell he was a little scared because he was offering us a little extra money to leave because, he could tell that we were beasts and he didn't want us to start trouble in the town. So he calls all his troops, and it was a little intimidating, but not really because we know our own power. And Jin, for example, knows that Drax could have probably taken them all by himself. But we agreed, okay, we'll do it a little more stealthy. So we all took off, and we were going to come back later. So we started planning. Vega sits down in the middle, unbeknownst to us, in the middle of the road where our wagon was. And we all took the wagon about a mile north, set up near a nice little clearing to strategize. And we decided that when we come back, we'll have Vega start a huge distraction and just start mowing down people. Then we can sneak in the other door and try and get to Titus. And so we come back after Vega has a couple run-ins with some guards and some innocent people just trying to get through. He refuses to move, of course. And we eventually made it back. He was very patient waiting for us. Then we went around and they were going to start the distraction, but then we kind of got ourselves a little confused where we were going to start a fire, but the fire was supposed to be a distraction. We might have been trying to smoke Brother Titus out of his church. So we were going to have Vega be the distraction, and then we were going to come around the other side, but then we just basically started just a huge chaos in one area, and Titus was there. So then Jin turns Drax into a giant. They jump on to the roof after Mazes lights it on fire and starts preaching stuff. He gets a bunch of arrows in him, and then Jin and Drax start busting a hole through the roof, but then Titus is already outside. So then Vega's fighting a bunch of people at once on the other side of town, causing a distraction, so they're sending a bunch of troops there, but then they still need people to protect Titus, and then his whole church is on fire. He, being an idiot, runs back into the church for some reason. We send it. Vega finally flies over after killing a bunch of guards, and at this time, I'm pretty sure this is where Van Hammeren was near the village gates, and then a mysterious evil guy, we should say, started killing people over there too. And so Vega goes inside the church, pulls out Titus, and then they are holding him hostage, and he's grappled. So Mazes lights him on fire, I guess, and then as he's doing this, Kanan's summoning just dozens of skeletons, and then they release Titus into all the skeletons, and they basically completely eviscerate him and tear him to pieces. So yeah, then he died. So then Van Hammeren made his way over, and we all agreed and made sure that the town knew that he was going to be the mayor. And that's pretty much where we left off. We were going to set up basically just a lot of bookkeeping and try and get the townspeople all in the know about Van Hammeren being in control, and pretty much stuff like that. I think that's everything, but I definitely winged it, so I don't know. I probably left out some of it. So.
No, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Yes, we devised a plan. Vega felt left, and when the party abandoned him while stealing him a wagon. Then we kicked shit and tore through town. So the roof of the church is gone, just totally gone in flames. As the confrontation was ending, a sort of mob had formed of regular citizens that came, and you could see them. They weren't trying to interrupt you, but they were absolutely trying to defend the inn. To hell be damned with the church. But to some of these people, the inn must be home, or what they really consider as their main building. So anyway, they came to defend. So seeing Titus in his yuckiness after the fight, most of them cheered. There's some news that, almost 40 of the residents of the town did absolutely abandon the town. But everybody left, all 68 of them are fully out to embrace Targ. 6, with the death of Father Titus, that left 6 priests in the church. Mazus is currently in between their shifts of trying to help rebuild. Mazus is putting them through a school, if you will, on what it means to be a follower of Dice. And then there's a test at the end. If any one of them who passes can now become a priest of Dice and continue to work at the church and help the town. Anyone that fails his test is to be buried alive in the center of town.
Beautiful.
And depending on how receptive that idea is, if it comes down to that, he has expressed that he may consider doing something similar with the remainder of the town. So, that's where Mr. Mazus is at. So he's currently over at the church. A bunch of common folk have come to kind of help rebuild and get it cleaned up. We don't yet know who, if any of the priests are still loyal to Titus. We'll roll that up later. But in the cleaning up of what we'll call the renovations of the church, one of the priests brought to the inn, and that's what we'll kick off in a second, this rather weird looking gold chalice that Titus used to kind of have as like a trophy. Curiously enough, there was on the job board there was a quest to find a golden chalice. Yeah, so the fighting had cleaned up. The peasants, or people of the town, I have a feeling they're gonna be oppressed already. Sorry, it's foreshadowing.
Oh God, yeah. That's the way we run things.
Right. Yeah, I didn't mean to assume. So the common folk are cleaning up the town. They've drug some of the bodies out. Most of them, like when it came to like the skeletons and things, stayed pretty fucking clear of any of that. Not a lot of discussion of it. They just stayed away. So after you guys have announced that Targ is to be Targ Van Maren, he takes everybody to the inn to celebrate. You're all there. His new friend who helped him in battle, a not quite skeletal, but
real motherfucker.
He's a reborn, yeah. So
it's our guy, our bad guy.
You.
You know nothing. So you guys come to the inn. Targ Van Maren is now talking to, like I said, this rangery fellow. One of the priests is currently in taking a break, eating a meal. You can see there's a couple of people around, but it's not real packed. As you wander in, Barmaster Niles. Well, you guys know how to make an entrance, don't you? In the city for all of a day and a half, and, well, what can I get y'all?
I have my own liquid. I acquired plenty from our battle.
Jesus.
Gross. What about you there, giant cat fella? You get you a bowl of milk?
No milk. Something strong, though, please.
All right. Get this pussy some rye whiskey. What about you down there, strange feller? Hey. And he heads back to the back. Excuse me. So, the priest. So, what's the, what do you guys got planned for the town here? Kind of keeps looking between Jin and Drax.
Ugh. Drax, my boy, what do we... I'm not the one in control here. What do you think Lord Nassim would want?
I don't know any of this thing, sir.
Well, I
I'm
know.
not talking to you, fool. I'm talking to my partner.
I'm not sure what he wants with the town, but I know he can use all the silver that's being mined here.
Oh, true. Well, I mean, that's of no consequence. Of course, we're going to take over the mine. But what are we going to do about the people? It's been a while since I've had any personal servants.
Oh, I don't need any servants, that's for sure. Hopefully they can live on with their lives. Just with
Drax,
new
you're so naive. Think of all the experiments we could run on them. We have an entire town of people who can... There's a lot of potential here, but I think we should forego most of our selfish desires and see what our Lord would want. I just need a few subjects. I'll just say that.
I'm sure we can wrangle a few volunteers.
Volunteers.
Speaking of volunteers, in regards to the mine, it appears that you have heard some things, perhaps maybe about what we have under the church. Lord Titus always made it a secret, and well, I suppose you deaded him, so there's no harm. Yes, there is a silver mine underneath the church. And he looks around and make sure no one's listening. There's quite a gold vein down in the mine.
Why are you telling us this? We appreciate
Lord Mazzus has claimed the church.
Fantastic. I knew it was good to stay by his side.
And he said that I could tell you three anything, you four anything.
What, you think just because my boy Drax is another species, you think that he's not a person that you can speak to?
No, and he points to Vega. I just didn't see him sitting there.
Okay, he does that. Good. I would have denounced you for that, but I understand. He's a strange fellow for sure.
Yeah, no disrespect, sire. I just didn't see him.
Yeah, no disrespect. Good.
So we're not equipped to mine much of the gold vein. We're just 6 priests. If you wanted to really crank anything out of the mine, we could do it. We just you were talking about recruiting, and that made me bring it up. If you wanted to increase output.
What's the current economic state of like the overall kingdom and everything right now? Can I make like a religion or investigation check or something?
Yeah, give me investigation.
Yeah, I'm curious what Kanan thinks
I'm
about
not
all
talking
this.
just like this kingdom, but like, or not just this town, but like the surrounding villages and everything.
Hmm.
I want to know if this is
Well, this whole side of like Urumar is, like I said, it's the wildlands. There's 2 great big cities, and then, well, one's a giant prison, and the other's on the port on the other side, right, connecting continents. So, but other than that, like these are just shithole little towns. There is a kingdom, the kingdom of Galdaland. It's teased because it's vast, because it doesn't actually have any traditional borders. It's just like whatever this poor kingdom can pay to defend is as far as their lands go. So it's kind of a big joke, but because it's unsettled, it could be infinite. You know what I mean? Like like everything in Oromar belongs to the kingdom of Gelderland. So they would say, but that's very much not the case. You know, a mere 20 miles from their borders. So the fact that there's the ability. Yeah, that's what you get for that check. Okay.
So what does Keenan think about all this? I know I'm a brilliant engineer, but I'm no political scientist. He's definitely the more knowledgeable of us all. I want to know his take.
Well, we were sent here to get a foothold, and we just landed on a silver mine. We could use that.
Will we still be
funding
making
expansion.
monthly payments to Gelderland?
Yeah.
Wait, what does Nassim think about
Word.
Galdaland as a nation? Are we in support of that? We're trying to undermine them, or what?
Yeah. It's the initial goal with your dossier from Nassim was to sort of stealthily you get Targrin in place as the mayor, and find a way to infiltrate, gain control of, smooge control of, find a way to tax. Just get some kind of clause into that mine, because there ain't a whole lot of like active mines in the land, and to
got one.
control one is a big deal.
We print silver. and gold.
Awesome. Okay, so we're just trying to take some power from Galdaland when we can.
Well, fuck Gelderland.
Yeah. So
Because okay, well, do we know what's gonna happen if we say no, we're not gonna give taxes to them? What's gonna happen, or who are they gonna send for us? How much do we know?
you have to give me some kind of roll of what you think.
Okay, let me see.
But you're not from these lands,
We're
so
both-
I'm
right.
I'll
gonna
just got
give
them.
you.
We both roll.
Yeah,
Maybe
absolutely.
Kanan will know. Hold on, let's see. Investigate. Yeah, I'll do like history or some shit. I don't know. I don't think there's anything for like politics, but
24.
history is pretty good.
Okay.
Okay, not bad.
So
My Nassim, so I study under him, so I would have known a little bit. I assume.
Brother Lyle here would have explained. So once a month, this small sort of caravan comes from Gelderland, picks up 5,000 pieces of stamped silver, and then takes it back to Gelderland. Although it was weird, they sent someone different this time, and he came early. So
Sounds like a classic scam right out of the books.
and the guy that came early said that Gelderland was at war, and they needed the upkick to.
Has
to
it been
fund the
time?
line.
Is the time that the person would normally come? Has that time passed already?
There's no way that answer's not yes.
Are they due
Okay,
for a visit
fair.
soon? Are they due for a visit soon?
I mean,
Okay, yes.
because
so,
I was going to say that you all are nitwits and you fell for the classic scam, and you just gave them all your.
they came
silver.
a week early, and that was when you guys came to town. So
Fair enough.
they're still due in. Normally they'd be due in 5-6 days out.
See, so they might send someone yet.
Yeah, so
fuck no.
he wouldn't
So
be
who did you-
suspicious, but you may be. But yes, they're within the next week they are due their duty collection.
We have some time to think of a proposition for him to send back. Because he's
I
gonna
think
come
he
here.
shot
They
the hand
send
off,
anything
bring
back.
his hands.
I say we.
Well, if
Nobody
you've got
makes
big
it back.
plans, just send one more payment, and then you've got a whole month to think about it.
We don't need that long. Fuck Gillibrand.
We'll wait.
We've
We'll
got
see
most
what
of it
happens.
stamped already. There's plenty there. We've got
No more
I mean,
payments is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're done with that. That's not gonna happen anymore.
So
I do agree, my friends, but I'm a little concerned that we could bring too much heat onto us right off the bat. have a little cooldown time. Well, here's the thing: how defended are their shipments? The people who come to take the money.
Usually a herald, a courier, and a handful of knights. I mean,
Oh, we can make short work of them. We'll make sure that they never make it home. We can say that we gave them the money. It's not up to us. It's out of our hands once they leave this town.
you mean to kill them just for coming to collect it for?
No.
Man, this is all new to me. Okay. So does Jarlsvard mean then to separate from Galdeland and its kingdom and become its own sort of state?
Absolutely not. We'll try to uphold full diplomacy to the extent that we can and keep up our subterfuge. I'm not in control. I will allow Kanan the final say. I'm just giving my ideas as the brilliant engineer.
I think we need to talk to Drake. I need to write a letter.
Fair enough. You suppose he'll receive it in time?
Hey boys, what's the play here?
Bill, you're the mayor. You're the one in charge. Do you think we should
Apparently
give
they
taxes back to Galderland?
Oh, you guys understand we now own a mine. I see. How much did the priest there, Lyle? How much did you say there? The full 5,000's there, probably more, probably 2 months worth, ready to go. Well, I say you just pay them, and then over the course of the next month, we got a lot you can do in 30 days that you can't quite do in 5. But
His musings from the new mayor. This is why we picked you for this position, my good sir.
Maybe we shouldn't get into
A war with the kingdom just yet.
War with
if you want to get into a war with the
Already.
kingdom, I suggest loading up that mine with personnel. And when you can afford to fund a war, that's when you go to war.
I concur. I can set up our defenses in due time.
If a war
Whatever
is
we-
what you all are set out to do, you want to take the kingdom of Galdeland or whatever.
If they've been
Oh,
mining,
I'm no frontline
they've been
fighter.
mining as slaves. The people here receive compensation for their work.
Why don't you answer that? So no, none of the Commonwealth here work in the mine. It's just us 6 fathers when we're not, doing the cleric stuff.
Really inefficient.
Right, but we don't want
How
people
hard must
stealing.
it be to
That's where
train the?
Titus's rule. Titus's rule. That's why I said when you guys were talking about recruiting, that's why I chimed in. Like, if
His
you
rule's
want
a little
more out of that
outdated
line-
now.
Proposition.
It can't be hard to train the common folk.
No, I'd be happy to. Just that was Titus's rule.
Proposition. All of the original. How many is there? Miners right now.
6 fathers.
6 fathers. All 6
Six.
fathers receive 5 silver a week for mining. All residents, otherwise that begin mining afterwards, will receive 3, and all general locals outside of that region will receive 1. Spread the word. We need to expand
In what kind of time frame?
going forward.
No, like is that like a day? Is that like a week?
Well, I don't know if we should
I don't
be
know how
telling
fast the
it.
word's gonna get
Possible.
out. I think we need to start
Which
paying
could
people,
be-
bringing people in, and then we can start building an army around. I think we start bringing people
Like
in,
what?
start paying them for mining. It'll be fine because they'll have a reason to come. People here don't make money for anything.
But look, our lords will be pleased with this as long as we can just placate Galderland for the time being.
And just get ready.
What happens when
Going forward,
the kingdom's
maximum
not-
efficiency. Starve them if you must. I don't care. Just get the mine going.
Hildebrand will make their taxes. Obviously, this amount won't be a problem. If they want to take more, we'll have to stop that. But that'll be it.
6 of the 10 people that were just in this bar just stood up and walked out the door to go and tell people of the opportunity to make a real piece of coin around here.
Fantastic. Minions of persuasive.
And I made James do a loyalty roll with these priests to see what would happen, to see who is still loyal to Titus or anything like that. and he nat 20'd me. So
Oh, great.
for a loyalty roll, these priests will do whatever he wants, and by extension, whatever you need. So you do not have 6 clerics totally at your command that are familiar with running the mine.
This is wise.
Yeah, as soon as we're done rebuilding the church in the name of Dice, we'll get it cleaned up in no time, and then we're right back to going with the mine. But yeah, if you're willing to hire people, Titus was a fool.
I'm curious what kind of technology he has embedded within those spells of his, those words. It's so fascinating how he's able to bend people to his will.
That was just a good proposition.
I suppose so.
People out here have been slaves under this Titus fool.
Well, yeah, it's a roughneck country, man. Like, these people, like, trap. Because you're north, it's super woods. Like I said, they got werewolves out there.
Mhm.
These people hunt, trap. Like, the saying, it takes a village. Like, this is no shit. Like,
So let's spread the word that we freed them. We freed them from the werewolves. We're paying them. I would assume that the silver is a slave's wage, but if they're more than happy to work under it, then we'll take the credit.
So, like, that would be like
It's a couple deer skins, right?
like a barkeep's wages for a month.
Great.
Wow.
So yeah,
I mean, we have such an abundance of silver.
You're talking
more than happy
in this realm, in this civilization, amassing 150 gold over the course of your life, huge for these commoners. Okay, you guys are adventurers, and that's how you get treasure and this and that. But like these are like farmers, and these are not huge. This is not like today. So like and while the mine can absolutely output that to them, like they could afford to buy a wagon now to go send it to go get more supplies, and you know what I mean, and just make life better. So these people are stoked. They are tearing ass out of the bar. They're telling everyone they know. So I don't know how many people are gonna. There's 68 people in the town. We need other stuff open, but we'll see how many want to pledge to.
And maybe for Van Mayeren.
We're gonna need more.
Yeah, I just want some sort of assurance that these people will be as productive as they should be, because there's a.
You talking about putting them into slavery now?
No, of course not. I mean, if they just misbehave, they're going to need to have some sort of punishment, and I'll be glad to dish that out on them. But I just think that there should be some sort of motivation for people to keep producing at their most optimal. Because if people start to get complacent with the amount of money we're giving them, it's a lot.
Dry up eventually. That would just be speeding up the inevitable. We don't need to care about that. We just need to get as much out of it as we can. Because eventually, with that kind of expansion around a mine, this town's going to die off in a few years.
Enough. Well, who are we putting in charge? What's to stop people from slacking off down there?
I also zero tolerance on thievery. If a worker steals.
Ah, yes, I know a bit about embezzlement.
The priest immediately locks eyes with the Leolin. Yes. If someone is caught stealing, yes. What?
Can you have it?
You take their
Drax
hand.
Drax and I can take care of it. Well, if we're not around.
Bring them to you?
I said a thief's hands must be taken.
Both?
Fine. One. And he keeps working. Less pay.
Yep. Yeah. One hand, and you can still at least carry some silver.
He tears a napkin down from the bar, pulls out like this little piece of coal, and starts writing it down. I'll have a sign made. We'll spread the word. This is an opportunity, not an opportunity to be a bad person. This is an opportunity to help yourselves. Yes, we will enforce.
Thank you.
Is this what Dice would want? We're so unfamiliar with.
Of course it is. I don't know anything about
know.
Dice's regions, but I'm just.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Well, Dice is a god of greed, a god of chance, a god of. So, if you can half-ass.
Sounds just like actual Dice.
Yeah.
Supposed to not be, but it kind of is. Got it.
If it's his will, it's his will. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can leave it at that.
Excellent. I would be willing to pay anyone else who is interested in becoming a subject of mine. Maybe they'll get a free ride to our lab. Jack and I can have some fun with it.
He starts pulling out this golden chalice out of his bag. Subjects, sir?
Oh, well, you see, I run experiments. I create medicines to help the people.
Well,
So-
I'm a healer. I'm Lyle the healer. What kind of experiments?
Oh, all sorts. I just test my new concoctions on them and see what happens. Among other things, but
If it leads to further knowledge of healing, I would be happy to volunteer.
oh, I'm pleased. Then we'll have to make a time sometime soon. I'll set up an appointment with you and we'll have you vetted. See if you're worthy. Yes.
Here, and he sets the goblet down. This was Lord Titus's prize. Several people have come to see it. It's told to have a story, but all I know is that, well, ever since that fella from Galderland came early, he came to visit the church, and he saw that, and he put a posting up on the board for it. It was had by the church.
recall
but I
seeing
guess-
such a thing. Yes.
I guess you win it by default, and he just sets it on the bar. All right, so I'm gonna go have some signs made about stealing. Our god.
Yes, but make sure to emphasize the sign up so
punishes-
they can work in the mine for the money. That's the key. They can't steal from the mine
Yes.
if they aren't present.
I will tell the
slaves.
brothers.
Come on.
Sometimes you have to be very direct with these people. You know, I'm looking at Kanan and Jax. These people don't understand. They have to, be more obvious for the simple-minded folk. Just make it clear that the option is there to work.
Yes, sir. I'll tell the brothers. We'll get happening on the mine. Any last orders before I make my leave, sirs?
I mean, allowing me to give orders, and there's a lot of changes and suggestions I would love to make, but it's not my place. It's Van Maren's place.
What do you need?
No, you're in charge. I think we've got enough from this town. I've served my master as much as I was required to.
Excellent.
Just
Well.
keep a ledger of people who have some people in charge downstairs who just keep an eye on the folk who are not putting in their fair share. Let's just say, just keep track of the miscreants of the mine as much as you can, because I'm sure they'll crop up, and I'll keep an eye on those. I'm very, very good at punishments.
Okay.
That's all I ask. I'll have plenty of opportunity.
Okay. So, Lyle left. Targ left his new friend at the bench and was coming over to ask what your plans were. You said you were wanting to know what Nassim wanted, and so as you're at the bar, this
My master.
this strange fella comes up and that's quite a cup there, fellas. And kind of squinting, looking at it.
The one from the wait, okay, hold up. Jin has a great memory. I not so much. So what exactly did the board say? Because I feel like Jin would remember. I can roll for it. Because I remember reading something about the chalice, like looking for a chalice, blah blah blah, how much, whatever.
It was kind of sketched. On the job posting. It was a chalice that was kind of sketched out, It had KB kind of like carved into the side of this not very nice gold chalice. And it said if found, deliver it to Fort Highmore. But by looking at it, like it is gold for, you know what I mean? So don't totally discredit it, but it looks like kind of gnarly. Like it is not anything that to make a fuss over.
So what's Fort Highmore? Where is that at? Do we know?
Did you just ask out loud?
Well, am I just so this dude's trying to talk to us, and then Jin's head, he's just reflecting on the poster, and he says, "What's Fort Highmore?"
Fort Highmore is, well, a couple days ride west of here. Headed that way myself.
Is this Yugdab?
Speed you all. That is.
Oh shit!
Yugdab Yadlar at your service.
I believe I've heard a little bit about you. Interesting. Thanks for the help at the fight last night.
Yeah, anytime. Master Ayer sent me to.
Ah, yes. He's in
Keep an
cahoots
eye on.
with my lord. Who do you think would win between him and Nassim if they got into a fight, in your humble opinion?
I don't know who would win, but I know who would lose.
Ah, I see. I don't understand such cryptic.
And it would be everyone within about a mile.
Ah, fantastic. I love the power of our lords. Do you serve Ayer as I serve Nassim?
I know Nassim. Known Nassim quite a while.
Ah, fantastic. Well, I'm glad to be at your service then. Well, I don't know if I'm lower ranked than you, so to speak, but I follow Nassim very closely. I owe him very much, so I'm glad if you're on his side, then I'm on yours.
Well, I respect loyalty, so pleasure to meet you, sir.
So you know about this chalice? You think that's where we should head towards, that fort?
Well, I noticed there was a posting for it.
I saw the same posting.
Goofy looking cup. Doesn't look very valuable, but it certainly looks like the one that was scribbled on the old job post.
Do you think this is our number one priority? I don't know. As long as Nassim knows that we took over the town and we got the mine, shouldn't we report back to him? I don't know where he went, actually. I'm not sure when he's due
I
back
took
at
the
our...
liberty of sending a raven.
Beautiful.
While you guys were dismantling the leadership, if you will.
Fantastic. I love a man who's on things.
So we should be getting a raven back, but it'll come to me wherever I am. So if you got somewhere to be,
Spectacular. Yes, I'd love to stay by your side then. I want to
I'll stick with you all.
make sure we know. Yes. As soon as we hear, I want be the first to hear back from our Lord. So as long as I'm with you and the raven comes to you, then that's where I would like to be. My lab's far back at the Severed Hand, so I have no purpose to be. That was the only other place that I would want to go. So if we have other business, if you're interested in checking out this fort, I would be more than happy.
Yeah. I heard some things about the fort, though. But yeah.
Such as?
Well, used to be a forward, like military fort, and then a while back they said it was overrun with banditry. And word is it has since been retaken. But apparently they're not letting anyone inside. They got little doors that you can trade in and out of, but apparently they don't let no one in there no more. Now that sounds a little suspicious, told you, Dad. But
I doesn't know what they want with such a chalice. Why would they come here? Why did Titus have such a chalice? Something. How far away is the fort?
a couple days ride.
Jeez. I mean, Jesus doesn't exist. Interesting.
You talking about that man Jesus that cuts the lawn? No.
Oh God.
Back
Yeah.
at the bar there, he's a nice fella. Got
Very
two
nice.
kids.
Very nice. Very nice. I don't know. I wonder what is Grax, my boy, what are you thinking? What are your plans? Do you think we should check this place out, or do you think we should do something else here? It seems already being informed, so.
Yeah, and I think I heard the man say he was already on his way over there. So.
Yeah, I'm a fan of a good adventure.
Why not?
What do you think about all this? Think that might be worth a trip? You have other plans in mind? More pressing matters.
Kanan, is that you then over there, fella?
I
Do. Got an interesting group. But then again, they always do.
No idea about what you speak. I am highly efficient and intelligent. I get the job done. I am not strange in any.
Talking about all those that end up in servitude to Chironius. Always always a
I feel about
interesting many-bit fellas.
who?
Why don't you guys
did
go
you
ahead
check?
and
Who's he talking about? Chironian?
Chironius, Lord Chiron,
Do I know who that is?
the Lich. The Lich that your master serves. You know,
he's a step too removed from me. I will follow Lord Nassim with.
well, let's just
But
say this ain't his first rise to power. But anywho, you guys had put on quite a show taking the town. Why don't you tender there, Niles, set you up with a room. You all go rest up, and we'll get you fed. And we'll take this cup here over to Hotmore. If that's what everybody wants to do.
Yeah. Right after we did our coup with the brother Titus, and we haven't even rested. We were busy talking about the politics of the mine. We just so many new prospects. We just got ahead of ourselves. But yes, resting is in order.
Go ahead. I'll be here in the morning, and we'll get you all squared away.
Perfect.
All right.
I'll go upstairs.
Very nice.
And then in my room, I'm gonna start making a couple more flasks with whatever kind of. Oh, what are we doing with all the meat sacks outside and stuff? I'll just collect what I need from them. And the fire, someone should definitely. It's done.
That's all been dealt with.
You
Good.
took the guts from all of the.
Good.
Why
The
is
skeleton. That's the coolest thing ever. Just the skeletons rising out of the flesh.
why have we not had any word from Drake since we took over this mine, or anybody?
Because it was in a matter of hours,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
Okay.
the last
I
time
was
you dealt with him, he
thinking
was tens of miles away,
Okay.
and there's no cell phones.
God, he's so cool. He has that shadow shit.
Like I said, you Dab sent a raven, so
The best we got.
yeah. So
Only Goro over here. Goro knows this raven speed because he can send his raven.
Austin, Dell, Kanan, is there anything you need to do before we rest?
Nope. I will take a room.
No, nothing to do before I get into my room.
Okay. I'm gonna let you level to 10.
Ooh, nice.
And we'll be waking up in the morning. So you come to in the morning with the smell of fresh cooked meats and sounds of the inn beneath you bustling.
Fantastic.
Whenever you finally make it down, Dab ushers you to get food and drink and get your stuff together. Is there anything anyone needs to do?
Nope.
Have we heard any new? So, I guess we really are just chilling at this point because I
You-
just want to make sure there's nothing more pressing we should be doing because it seems just a little random just to go investigate. I mean, we know that this was Brother Titus's, like, that was kind of his number one possession. It seems important to go to this fort, I guess. If there's nothing else we should be doing, then yeah, we're all for it.
I mean, you're welcome to ask anybody anything. You got an inn full of folk. You got Targ. You got Ugdab.
Okay, I just want to ask, well, where's the priest dude that was there last night? Or just
he's-
any priest, anyone who worked for Brother Titus.
Okay. Well, I mean, the buildings are adjacent, so you could holler, and somebody would go and get somebody for you. I mean, you guys are big shit in this town for a minute.
Okay, let me, have an in-person go.
Hello.
Where are those the drow waitresses? Where are they at?
They're all busy serving patrons. But if you need something,
Oh, I will. Yeah, so I speak in undercommon and say, "Hey, go next door and grab me one of the priests. I have an important question to ask." Before we
the
head out.
closest one turns to you, nods, finishes what they're doing, and then bolts out the back door. After a few minutes, Brother Lyle, the same one from last night, he
Okay. Okay. So, what can you tell us
happy,
about this
healthy morning
chalice?
to you all. Chalice.
Good morning. Good
Um,
morning. Yeah, Brother Titus's sacred
was-
chalice. Why did he care so much about this?
He never told me how he acquired it, just that he acquired it, and
People were looking for it.
a long time ago, and although it was not very pretty, it was very dear to him. Said something he'd stumbled across in his younger days.
So, what do you know about the fort? Do you think we're heading into a trap, or why are people looking for this object? I mean, we have no use for it, but if it gives us great power, if it's some type of artifact that is sought after, we don't want to just go give it up. We want to keep it, just as Titus did.
Well, I'm not versed in the arcane, but one of the other brothers is Brother
Where
Morgan,
is he?
and he has tried to detect any sort of magical presence, or I'm afraid I don't I don't know the terminology. But
Where is he? Bring him
said
to
that
me.
It has no magical properties. Okay, he was down in the mine showing.
He's
some of
training the
new
recruit.
people.
Fine. We know enough. He's no help to us anyway. He said it has no magical properties, so what more use is he?
And
I
he's
guess
just sitting
we'll
there
go.
staring at you.
I guess we'll just go. It's important.
Will that be all?
Does Titus have any more important belongings that he was keeping guard of?
No, that was the only item apart from the that over there. And on one of the crates next to the inn, you see this like holy symbol. You know, it's the whole thing is blood stained, and it's just like laying on the floor of whatever their old deity was, like a sigil to Torm. Other than his sigils, no. We weren't really in this faith to have possessions, so the chalice was weird. But we've had it inspected, and no magics seem to be of it.
Okay, well. And we'll deliver it to who was looking for it and see what they have to say.
Wonderful. May you all have a blessed day, and may the Lord Dice forever shine his love upon you.
Thank you.
And he starts to head
God.
back to the church.
He really knows how to convert them. I'll tell you that.
So on his way back in, you see him stop, and there's still like, like town's tradespeople like replacing shit, trying to rebuild the roof after the fire. And so like he goes over, and you watch him like over and kind of thank everybody each individually as he walks by, and Then walks his way back into the church. Well, everybody ready?
Yes. So where's everyone? What's Kanan doing when he? Where was Drax? So what is? I want descriptions on what they're doing as they come out of the inn, or where we meet up. Gotta know what they were up to.
They're sleeping. I'm gonna walk out the door and check in with them.
Like I had a quick
Does
wank
Kanan
and a
look
shower.
tired?
Yeah.
How does he sleep? How's Kanan look? Does he look tired? Is he refreshed?
Sure, it does not look well rested.
How many out? Okay. What about Drax? Did I have to go get him from the room? Is he fucking Drax tends to oversleep. Gets in too many arguments with his fucking sword while he's trying to get
This
some rest.
morning he was up early because he got a great night's sleep.
Fantastic.
It's a rare good night's sleep.
He's roaring to go.
No arguments. just good sleepy time.
No, he
Because he
wrap his sword in his cloak and then like put it underneath the bed and then go to sleep. But
nice.
he didn't
Well,
have
that's
to-
the thing, because he gave it so many souls last night that it should be at least sated for a bit.
He was satisfied last night.
Jin knows a bit about his personality, so like I'm sure the blade was pleased last night. I'm sure you got a decent night's sleep.
Oh, let's get a move on. I'm ready.
Hopefully we'll give it some more food today. Guess we'll see what happens. But this town's a bit suspicious, so I guess we're gonna have some fun. Maybe we'll find some more subjects along the way. It's a shame Mazeth isn't here. We could convert the whole town. But Drax and I will be able to solve any problems that come about, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Well, should you all leave the town, that is what will be happening dynamically when you leave. Is like I said, Mazes is now working on converting the town.
Fantastic. All right, boys, on a wagon trip. Trail trip, whatever they call these things. Road trip. I guess it's a road.
Okay, Vega.
Yes.
You're just sitting in the road again.
What's your morning look like? You come down for breakfast, get some wine.
Just walk out the door. I don't need
Okay.
to eat.
Copy that. He just wakes up and then out he goes.
He's not a very talkative one. He's just. Guess he gets the job done.
He's too angry to talk. You can just tell.
He's got this weird split personality in the background. Sorry. He's dealing with this the whole time.
Yeah, true. No, while we're on the road, Jin just constantly just fascinated by Vega's whole existence, just poking at him, trying to get him to react.
Okay, Kanan, anything you need to do?
No.
All right, so as we pile into the wagon and head west, it's a nippy little morning. It's mid-fall. It's chilly. There's a little fog. As you round out the gates, Ugab says, "Got a raven last night."
News from my lord. What did he say?
Just said, hold the town and await further instructions.
Oh fuck! He
Dig
wants me to
the
stay.
heels in and get to knowing folk and getting them.
I don't know if I should leave then.
Pledging
He wants me to stay.
No, we're good.
You didn't.
We're good.
You suppose you
We're good.
didn't mention the chalice, did you? Because you already sent the raven by the time.
I sent another raven saying we was going to trade off an item and
Oh, I hope he's not too upset with me.
and
The
survey
prospects
the
of this.
land west.
Very well.
to check our defensive borders towards Gelderland.
Very wise. I hope we're not being dishonest, Nassim. I think that was well within the realm of truth, so that's acceptable. Good job, my friend. What should I call you?
Call who?
You.
You.
I don't know if you. Okay, I didn't know if there was
We
something else.
discussed that
I wanted to
yesterday. Man, you must have drank a lot.
go. Oh God,
I'm Ugab.
I had a crazy night, but that's besides the point. I wouldn't have forgotten. I just wanted to make sure that's what she wanted to be called.
Oh, you
All right.
Deb, or you Deb, or hey, Yug.
Yes, I'll
I
call you
heard it about
Deb.
it
I'll
all.
stick to formalities that this nickname. So,
Much
all right, let's
obliged.
continue.
So you ride on more than a day. Pull over for a little quick foodie camp. Into the eve of the next day, and then ride on. So into the late afternoon of the second day, we reach what is allegedly Fort Highmore. It is a stone fortress, little smaller than a kind of a small village, but it is very reinforced. You can't see. Fuck it, roll me perception. Okay, so
Well,
Oh, you Deb.
I know, right? You don't see anything. Jin, as you're approaching, you can see like when you look up towards like the keep walls, you can see like the odd like helmet kind of bounce by in the gaps, but you can't see who anyone is. But it's clearly like there's a patrol. Like
Pretty
it's
populated.
yeah. Does anybody speak or read Goblin?
No.
Nope.
Okay. Shit. Kanan?
No.
Oh, perfect. All right, so
What the fuck? What kind of...
He's just perfect.
so as you approach, you see symbols, things drawn, like clearly like drawn on shit that you don't know what any of it means. Written in common, mostly. There's like a little arrow and says like entry, and it points you as you get close. There's the big gate doors would be way
cool.
over here to the east. This is like a little like pedestrian door. It's got like a window slit in it, but all of the signs and markers that you can understand are at least pointing you to this door. Yeah, this looks a little different than the last time I was here.
Fucking Vega.
I knew it didn't matter, but I was just catching up. Sorry.
Vega, you with that perception roll, 135% could attest to the absolute truth that you are outside.
Okay.
Yeah, literally.
Fair enough.
His perception, his role makes perfect sense for the sheer amount of delay that he had. Like he was paying so little attention
Right.
that it would come out at that time. Yeah.
No
Dice
idea
don't
what we
lie,
talked
baby.
about on the way here. Just showed
Just
up
like,
and hey,
What do I see?
door. Yes, Mongo. We found the fucking thank you. There was arrows pointing us here. Just kind of all of a sudden snaps to door.
Yeah.
Well,
Good going, buddy.
I guess that means one of y'all should knock.
I'm not going to be the
Yugdag
knocker.
like kind of stands where he's at, and you can see him knocking an arrow in his heavy crossbow just in case.
I think Kanan might be the smoothest talker of all of us.
Nope.
Well, it's definitely not me. I tend to cause problems when I...
Mason, he's not here.
Fucking Mavis. Why did he leave us? He could have come here. Well, someone's got to get the job done. Go, Jax, my boy, why don't you go knock on the door?
Mazes was training them there priests.
I'm no chicken. Boom, boom, boom.
Make me a strength check, Austin. Not scared, no problem. Okay, so as the Leonin walks up to the door, I mean, he struts right up and just BAM! So much, in fact, that only you, Austin, but you actually hear what could be as many as 2 or 3 people on the other side jump. You hit that door and it bumped. And it startled on the guards, and you can hear him kind of like take a quick second, just in only a second, to kind of get their shit together. And what do you want? Hello? Jesus
Oh,
Christ, the door. Let me check the door. Yeah, door's there.
You think the
Can I help you?
the thing on the bulletin board was so shittily written because it was written by these imbecile creatures.
yeah, you can help us. Right?
Yes, we have a chalice that someone was asking for.
Oh yeah, we got a chalice. Yeah, sign.
You guys know who Titus is? We killed him.
Titus? He's the father dude from the Oswald place?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, we heard of him. He's a real asshole.
Well, we killed him.
You killed him? What'd you do that for? Is it an
had to think.
asshole? You had to murder the guy.
Someone in
Did he have a
that fort.
family? Did he
Why
have
don't you let us
children?
in? That's beside the point. He took something from you.
He doesn't anymore.
Nobody comes in. Let me see the chalice. Let me see what we're looking at here. I got to knock on the door. I got a chalice.
Does Yugdav have it or do I have it?
Yugdab does not have it. So
Fuck, did we leave it at the end? No.
No, whoever claims it.
Jin had. I guess Jin had it, but so I'll just hold it up. Here it is.
Oh,
You
shit.
see?
Okay.
Who's gonna come get it? I needed some answers. We're gonna come inside.
Please hold for you. Be patient. And it slams the little window thing.
Be hasty with it. We don't have all day. I
you
need
hear
to get
people
back
hustling.
to town.
Everybody roll me perception again. So,
My boy.
Tree.
He just chose to roll with advantage anyway. It don't matter.
I rolled disadvantage.
Hell yeah.
so you hear after a minute, almost like a gong be rung, and then you hear ching 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 of like above you. It sounds like more and more people are joining the perimeter. If you look up, you see just the tips of helmets. You see some random like sword blades, a couple of like arrows just peeking out.
Hey, boys, the plan is they're gonna want the chalice, I'm assuming. So we're just gonna say that we took over the town and that we have a big army there. So for them not to fuck with us, and hopefully we can get paid handsomely. That's my best plan to come up with at a very last minute like this. We really came in without a plan of contingency.
Oh hell! To me,
Okay, fuck.
King Cruel. So then the window opens again. This face peers through and. Yeah. Let me see it.
Right, I hold it up.
Wow. Yeah.
And here it is.
And the second you extend it, the door cha-chink pops open, and out walks this half goblin. You can all roll insight with advantage.
Yeah.
To see if you recognize him. This is the fella that was taken off with the coins from Jarlsvard. We'll say 10 or better.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I always remember.
We all know.
Okay, so you're not.
I
all
know.
done. Yeah. And he walks out, and as he's approaching you, he's digging into his pocket, and he's holding up this rather large coin purse. And who happy to have it? Who gets the prize?
Hold on. Why do you want it so badly? What does this mean to you?
Because of what it says. It's got
What does it
sentimental
say?
value. It was stolen from me. Look at it. Do you even look at the
Okay,
damn
what
thing?
what does it say?
So
I'll take a
roll an
sneaky
insight check or an investigation check, whichever you prefer, while
you know
holding
what
it
I
and actually looking at it.
All right. Loading.
Oh Jesus. Okay, so
Yeah, we got this.
you notice that whether it be from the
He's an
fire.
engineer. He's a scientist. He knows his shit.
Well, it's
Let's
still
see
just
what we
a
get.
metal goblet. But after inspecting for a second, like I said, maybe from the fire, throw in ashes. You don't know if it's from the smoke and the ashes or general dust, but when you pick it up and you blow on it, clearly there was a deep carved K and B, kind of next to each other. But when you blow on it and all of the dust and soot and yucky stuff kind of goes flying from it, you see it says two things. It says Kip and it says Bert. And I'm Kip Cruel,
Interesting.
son of the great King Cruel, before he was murdered by a bunch of bastards. Anywho, came east to reclaim Goblin noblehood. We're taking it back. Gonna storm that stupid. We're retaking the Cragmaw Castle. Building an army.
Fair
That thing's
enough.
just got sentimental value from my cousin
As long as you're
Bert.
open to us,
My
I've
best
heard.
friend and I, my cousin Bert, we always talked about running this thing together.
Yes, that's
So
a
it's
little.
got sentimental value. I
You got a lot of exposition there, my friend. But
get the chalice back. I find my cousin, and we can take Cragmaw Castle. Then the
well,
world rests
our
alone.
scientists have confirmed this doesn't have any magical potential.
No, it's
but,
told you, it's just sentimental value.
We came here for some diplomatic reasons. We have taken over the town that you were visiting recently, and we just want to extend our severed hand, so to speak, and offer
And
you
he
some
raises
sort
an
of
eyebrow
alliance.
at that. At the severed hand comment, you see him kind of raise an eyebrow, and he's listening intently.
I just wanted to extend an offer of an alliance. Says we have some powerful troops, and I don't know of what you're planning, but we would like to perhaps take a tour or offer you some assistance, and maybe you could give us some assistance if we need it.
I have assistance. I feel like I've heard
Don't
of
mess
the
with
severed
us.
hand, but I feel like I read it.
Oh no, don't worry. No, we are truly noble. We serve a good cause. Guys, I'm doing
Who
my
in the hell
best.
says I want a good cause?
I'm no Mazes.
I think
we're
you
just-
misunderstand what goblins are about.
I don't know what you're referring to. I'm just here because we saw the thing on the bulletin board, and we thought we'd reach out as you guys are seemingly
Yes, of
building an
course.
army.
And he takes the chalice
So-
and he hands you a pouch. It's got like 2 rings of protection, 4 or 5 garnets worth 500 gold apiece, and it's got 20,000 silver pieces that clearly came from the Jarl's
From
Bard
us?
mine that he just picked up. Yeah.
Okay, well, you're basically giving us back what was ours to begin with, but I mean,
Hey, I see that on a technicality. You say you did all that, but not when I was there. So it wasn't yours when I took it.
I'm not here to argue and trifle with idiots. My friend, I just want to know,
An asshole.
these people are so fucking difficult to communicate with. You just have to dumb things down to such an extent. It's infuriating. Okay. So the point is, can we just have an agreement for you guys to not get in our way, and we won't get in yours? I have to keep an eye on the town for my master. You see, you have a similar disposition as I, because I also serve my master, and I'm assuming you want to reclaim your land, as I am helping my master do.
Let me
similar
ask your
things.
arrogant ass something.
What?
What's your allegiances to Gelderland? How you feel about them folks?
Oh, not so great. I'll just be honest, not so great. We are definitely in agreement there, right?
Well, here's the thing. I took their their duty money that I just paid you with.
Yes, you pulled the scam. Exactly what I said. The dimwits at the village said that you were the one who was supposed to reclaim it, which I do appreciate a good scam, my friend.
But someone's gonna come looking.
Oh, absolutely. We were planning on stopping
Whenever
them.
they go to get their next run. So we was thinking we'd set up a little they gotta come by here. So we'd set up a little support for them, let them get food, let them get rest.
Precisely.
And then we were gonna, well, whatever kind of force it is,
Yes, you don't have to say the rest.
we were gonna take and ransom back to get us the funds to make our way back to the Sword Coast.
So how far away is that? Would that be? Like how many days, whatever trip? Or it's like
Weeks.
over the mountains and
they had
shit.
to, like,
Okay,
come
nice,
for
nice.
it,
Like 2 weeks probably without any horse shittery along the way.
So you mean to ransom Gallowland themselves? Kingdom?
Not the kingdom, but whoever they send.
There could be a lot in it for us. So we were going to pay them and then ambush them. So if they have to come back this way, it's not our responsibility what happens to them after they collect the money.
What happens to the fort once you guys leave?
I don't give a shit.
Well, then it's more land for us to take over. We'll be glad to help.
You guys want to work together, and your reward is
Of
this
course.
this keep here? It sounds
We'll
like
look around to all of our friends. Sounds like an acceptable exchange.
Might have to clean the place up before.
We cleaned up worse.
feel like I've seen you before. Well, maybe you have. Maybe you have not. Either way, what's the play here, fella? Well, all right. He turns around, he kicks the door open, and as the pedestrian door opens, you can see like a full squad of large hobgoblins, half in armor. Like, they've got quite a force here. There's a couple dressed in like mages' robes. He's got quite a force here, this new King Cruel.
Okay. Yeah, guys, once he gets his way and leaves this part of the land, then he's none of our concern anymore. We should have the keep to ourselves.
But while he's here, he might be of use. Let him knock down those guards or that envoy for us.
Yeah, I agree. 100% concur.
We got company. Get food ready.
What would you like? You would like our help? Oh, we still have to talk business. You're letting us in. I see. Let's
Yeah.
go.
So as you come in, people are scurrying. He leads you to some chambers.
Guys, just be careful. This could be part of the ambush. They're goblins. They're not to be trusted so easily.
Yeah, and
They might be trying to pull another scam on us.
There are
Scam within a
goblins
scam, so to speak.
busy at work everywhere. Like, there's no way when you pulled up, like you were thinking, you know what I mean? Like maybe a couple dozen like dudes. Like there's like a goblin force stashed away in this little fort up here in the middle of nowhere.
It's fascinating how much control they have over the citizens. It's so efficient. I wonder we should take some notes.
Called being in charge. So it leads you to a grand room. There's a giant table. Goblins start bringing in foods and meats and whatever they've got. So caravans due through here in a couple days' time. At which point, I'm assuming somebody in Jarlsvard is going to say that they'd have already come. At which point, we'll raise some suspicion.
Well, we can pay them. We can just give them the gold that we have stashed and then, silver. Sorry. We'll give them the silver and then act as if nothing happened because they have to come back this way. Then you can simply return us the silver that they took once the deed is done.
Well, when you pay them, why don't you tell them that, the lands here are wild, dangerous as of late, and you escort them back. And we'll stage a little roadblock to get them in here to, just a little place to rest for whatever we come up with.
Now, I have I'm not in the habit of overestimating people, but surely they can't be that stupid. They won't be. They won't just go along with us escorting them, will they?
Well, I imagine you got to sell it, but that's on
We'll
you.
do our best. We'll do our best. But either way, we'll say that there's a nice place they can.
Who is royalty to turn down free security? I don't.
Very fair point. Maybe I could get along with these goblins after all.
So we'll stay here like normal. Give them food through the door if they need, like usual. And then after you pay them, you'll escort them back here. We'll get you your silver back. And then we'll hostage the caravan.
Yes, and then we can even help you provide assistance by staying guard when people come to collect the ransom.
Wonderful.
Just to make sure that you all get what you were asking for and that the transaction happens smoothly so that you can make your way out of the keep.
Heads up, couple people rolled through here yesterday talking about they had to abandon y'all's Vard and that there was some heinous acts going on.
They're misinformed citizens. No, they are fools. They have no clue what's going on.
Well, they are dead.
Was that your doing?
Yeah, so
Fair enough. The
hope
word won't spread. We appreciate it.
Hope nobody snuck on through, but they were demanding in there, seeking a refuge, and wouldn't adhere to our door policy. So, you just ate them.
Fair enough. So when should we return? Well, I suppose when they come back.
Yeah, you head back now. You be a day and a half, 2 days ahead of them.
Well, is there any other business we should discuss? We could get to know each other.
What do you want to know?
I just think it's
I
fascinating.
know all about goblins. You want to know about the tribe of?
I do think your type is quite interesting. Why did you set up here of all places?
Because it's fortified, easy shelter. Started
Did you take
getting
it
more
over?
and more goblins, and yeah, of course. We needed a place that mud tunnels. We got too many people. If we're gonna take back the Cragwall Castle, we're gonna need an army. So, Lord knows what's going on in that place now.
As long as you clear out the goblins from our land, I don't mind too much.
No, assemble the goblins.
Yes, then you'll be at the Sword Coast. It won't be any concern to us. I don't know if my Lord Nassim wants a diverse state, so to speak. I don't know how he feels about that. I've been around the block to know that he likes things pure. Let's just say that.
Say Nassim. Is that a pale fella?
Who?
Nassim. Is that a pale fella?
Oh, yeah.
Long hair?
Yes, he's quite. Yes.
I've met a Nassim.
You have? How did that go? How was that exchange?
Helped me out of a bind one time. You're a strange fella.
Nice.
But
well, sometimes he bites people the wrong way. But he's a good guy. I serve him. I owe him a lot. He's a great man. If you could call him that, I wouldn't even be so dishonorable to call him a man. He's much more than a man.
We've got some stores here if you need anything. Is anything you need to resupply or are you looking for? Goblins get a hold of all kinds of stuff.
I'll have to think about that. What about you boys?
And he starts playing with his spear. They used to call my pops. He was King Cruel. They used to call him the Pike because he was good with the spear. Not Kip though. Kip, whole different animal.
What happened to your father?
Group of savage do-gooders come into the castle and killed him, murdered him outright. That happens in the goblin world sometimes.
Truly disgusting.
These guys were despicable. My cousin Vinny, they used some kind of thing to make him smile the whole time. He just wept with his smile on his face while he had to watch the rest of our family get murdered.
That is evil.
It's truly disgusting. Such abhorrent hypocrites.
Luckily,
At least we stand behind it, and even I wouldn't go that far.
me and Cousin Bert were both out on different assignments, so... But...
You say you want to ransom against Gildebrand. Do you really think you can take
Gilderland.
them?
No, I just wanted to pay me, give them back their shit, and have me have enough gold to move these guys back to the Sword Coast.
What if they send just
Oh,
an
this
army
is-
to wipe you out and pick up their...
Kanan brings a great point, I hope, but do they have the resources to allocate to do such a thing? Do they care that much about 1 week's shipment of gold? Or silver? Sorry, I can't keep track now.
It's 5,000 gold
Money,
a month.
money.
That's a lot. That fuels a lot in Gelderland. This is one of two, maybe, spots that makes up the wealth of Gelderland.
Oh, we better make sure it's fortified then, because if they send enough people, I don't even know if you're... Not to be... I'm sorry in advance, but you are goblins. They are an army. They are a kingdom.
Yeah, we don't want to go to war with the kingdom. We just want to steal some gold and get the fuck out of here.
Well, let's just hope they don't send an army then, because we haven't had enough time to set up our defenses. So we can only be so much help.
What's the play?
Well, we'll do it as you say. Just if things go south, we're not going to be the ones sticking around. If they send an army, I have no intention of staying. Because they're still on a good terms with us. It's not our responsibility.
Like it.
Yeah, but we'll be fine as long
What
as
happens
everything...
after the ransom, though, when they go back
neighbors.
and tell the Gelderland that you were involved?
They won't know that we're involved. There's no reason for them to believe it. We'll deny it.
You're gonna lead them here and help us harangue them.
We'll just make it seem like we're not involved. No, they're ransom. Well, that's a good point. What? They don't have to survive.
That's the whole point of
Once we
ransom.
get them what? You're too nice. You're too kind to these people. I was suggesting that.
We robbed a ransom?
Okay, here's how we could play it a little bit. We could put on a show and make it throw us in the goblin prison. Don't actually though, just pretend. Just take us away while you ransom them, and we'll pretend we'll lose the fight on purpose. So when we arrive, we'll get captured. Okay?
But you were gonna help.
We're going to help. You're just gonna take us behind a wall or something and then release us.
Oh, afterwards. But
We're just gonna have so we'll put our hands up. So here it's simple. You people have no.
Leave and not
This
be
is not convoluted. It's not convoluted at all. Kanan, you have to agree with me. This is so simple. These fools, they can't understand basic planning. So basically, we'll arrive, and then you will hold us up, and we will put our hands up and follow without fighting. We'll take us all in, and then you take us back somewhere where we can't be seen. Then we're good. And they won't think that we had anything to do with it. We just got held up, which is why we were providing them protection in the first place. So they shouldn't question it.
okay.
And that's all. So we'll arrive once they get here a few days after. We'll be in our wagon.
Okay. But you better help like you say you're gonna.
We're going to help unless they bring an army.
What if they
Well,
bring
wait.
an army?
We'll have time for that.
We're getting the fuck out of here. You're on your own. You're going to want to leave too. You're not going to be able to take them. You're goblins.
We are the Cragmaw tribe, motherfucker.
Well, we'll see if the Cragmaw tribe's enough to take on Galibrand. Galdaland. Fuck.
I have almost 100 goblins at my command.
They have thousands, I'm sure. Just
We're
hope
not
that
going
the
to war.
5,000 doesn't
They're
mean
not
hope
going
the
to bring
5.
every soldier they have to come over one missed shipment.
Better hope not. The 5,000 gold.
They don't even
Look,
have. Who has the resources for that? You say we're stupid.
that's what I'm saying. I understand a little bit about the politics of countries and their resources, and there's no way they have enough, but they might have enough for you. But I'm done bickering. I can't handle this. People are incredibly inefficient. I just can't handle this anymore. Drax, my boy, you agree, right? People sometimes you just need to deal with the problem. Yeah, I just need to be sure.
We've done it. Done it many times.
We'll help you to the extent that we can, but I'm not willing to fight an army.
Shouldn't be necessary.
Precisely. I can help fortify things. I'm a brilliant engineer.
Just go along with
I've already identified several weak points in your structure, which is not very assuring, so to speak, but I can't expect too much of goblins. Kragmaws or otherwise. We'll do what we can.
Appreciate it.
One question for my friend Kanan here. Do you, well, it's for you guys on behalf of him. Do you have a prison in there? How many do you have, what do you do with all the people who perish inside this fortress?
The dead ones? We
more.
have a funeral pyre out back.
Very well. Well,
Stop burning them.
maybe we can
collect them for a couple hours.
Couple
We could-
hours. How much do you think we just have like a plague
get
here?
people
We
dying
just
I thought it was like an
die at a
ant-
hilarious rate.
I don't know how you elves do things.
Alright.
Goblins, whatever the fuck you are.
Well, we'll take what we can get. We'll just say we could have a use for them. We can make an army of our own if we need to.
Okay. What do you need
Well,
from me?
what more business do you have? We'll take the keep. You won't mess with us. Maybe you can keep us informed if we have a good alliance, if things go well. We can probably help each other out. If you agree with my Lord Nassim, then we are allies.
He hadn't done me no wrong. You can.
And he stands up, pushes his chest out. You can count. He slams his hands on his chest. On
The Kragmaw tribe. Allies with the severed hand. For now.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, we'll keep in touch for sure if things go well. Because I'm sure I don't really know what dealings Nassim will have for the Sword Coast, but we're never anything he wishes. We'll do our best to acquiesce.
Okay. If there's anything you need in the stores,
What do you got?
what do you need?
Oh my fuck. Oh my. Okay, let me think.
all right.
What
We
is
said
it?
there was 2 rings of protection in that bag, right?
Yeah.
Who's taking those?
Mhm.
I would take one.
Who needs them? What do they do?
AC.
I would take one.
Kanan said he wants one.
How are you doing attunement stuff? Does that take attunement or no? Because
No, it
you
doesn't.
can have. Okay. I mean, I'll take one if someone doesn't want it.
what's your AC?
Oh, mine is. Wait, I got. Every time
15.
I level up, it messes up. I gotta.
15.
Mine's not 15 because
Oh.
it keeps messing up every time I level up. 13. Wait, it's 16. I think it's 16. I'm not sure. Let me check. 'Cause I thought I had something that increased it. Well, maybe not.
You can have it.
Okay. Yeah, I thought I had something, but I guess I don't. So I'm pretty sure it's 15.
Should be good.
Yep, I'll take it.
Okay, so I have you at 17 AC.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll have to redo it every time I level, but it's
Nope.
whatever. Oh, hell yeah.
So, anything you guys need? Like I said, goblins come across all kinds of stuff.
Do you have any explosives?
What?
What do you mean? You said you had a ton of things. You have a fortress.
I
You
do,
go.
I
You
got-
fight. What do you mean?
We got magic items, we got weapons, and we got potions, and you.
You're a disgrace.
I don't. Oh, motherfucker.
I just didn't think you'd be so taken aback by my simple request.
I don't even know what that is. What the fuck is gunpowder?
That's why I asked you for what you want. I just have
Fantasy
some.
setting, you fuck.
What are you talking? Just meant if you have explosives like fire, anything. I can make it myself. It's fine.
I got like an alchemist fire potions.
I think I can't remember.
What else you got?
Being fed up. Being
What are
stuck
you
with
looking
us.
for?
All this bullshit has been distracting. I can't remember what I was going to use it for.
What, little fella?
What do you got for potions?
What are you looking for?
Goblin.
I got all kinds of potions. I don't have a lot of each, but I got stuff.
Got any invisibility?
Probably.
And then he looks over, and one of the other lady goblins across the room kind of meets his eye, nods her head a couple times, and holds up the two.
We got 2 of those.
Much.
100 gold apiece.
Okay.
He waves her over. She brings you 2 potions.
Anything else?
Yeah, what do you have for health potions?
Let me think.
Health potions. I got some 2d4s plus 2s for 5
That'd be what they call it in this world. Like,
Shut up.
give me a 2d6.
Give me 2d6 off the top, please.
We got the major healing potions. It's a bigger bottle.
Can I get 300 gold worth of that?
Okay, you can have 6 of those.
It's bigger because you got to fit more dice in it. Duh.
I'll give him
Yeah.
one of the garnets that we got earlier. So that's 500 gold. Straight.
Okay, and it's 2d8 plus 8.
Hey goblins, I don't know how much you know about tinkering, but I have another request. You see,
Oh.
I have some. I create things. I tinker. I create potions. I create.
You create
objects
words
of
that don't
magical-
exist.
My friend, just because you don't understand them doesn't mean they don't exist. I want to know if you have any kind of oil that has magical restorative properties of any kind. You probably don't. Of course. What am I saying? Of course you don't.
Healing oils.
I want something I can give to my artifacts that. Of course, you don't have anything that I would actually want. You're savages. There's nothing you have that I could ever desire. With all due respect,
Anything you guys need?
More
I mean, your fortifications aren't awful. Just a few key weaknesses where they could be exploited.
He looks at Vega.
What do you want to spend?
You got.
I got a potion of strength and a potion of speed.
I'll take the potion of speed.
100 gold.
80.
150.
60.
Sold to somebody else. 100 gold it is.
Good.
That one got me. Alright, 100 gold. That was kind of funny.
So he makes sure he gets his goal before letting go of the potion, but hooks you
Just
right up.
want any. I'll take it. Ask for just any ingredients that can help me make some more potions. Like Jin will know what he needs to make more poison and stuff like that.
Take
so
the
I-
asshole to the apothecary.
I've had one the whole time. You could have
And
just told me.
one of the
Jesus.
little female goblins comes over, grabs you by the hand, and just starts jerking you along into
Oh my fucking God.
the backside of the room. And there you can find
Yeah,
a
what's
variety
her
of
what's her
things.
rating? How is she? Oh,
As far as
goblin attractiveness.
oh, solid 4.
Hell yeah.
Like I mean, once you get past the whole goblin thing, it's not that bad, except for like human sweat,
Oh,
where goblins like ooze. So I mean, if that's your jam,
oh
then
my God.
cowboy
just
up.
puts his face into his hand. And he's just like, oh, maybe next time. I'm not that.
So she leads you around to the apothecary stand. There, it's by contribution. You make a donation. You can take little pieces of things you need to find. So,
Very
What
well.
about you there, leopard person?
I don't need anything from you. Thank you.
And you? Well, I suppose we find another one of them potions of speed, I'd be greatly obliged. Let me look.
and goes over and starts arguing with the other guys.
Go make one. I don't care. Give me money. It'll be just a minute.
All right. So after a minute, hustling and bustling, they bring in another potion of speed. It doesn't look quite as full as the one that Vega got, and it is a little on the diluted side.
Yeah.
But it looks ish. And they take his 100 gold and immediately move everyone along.
All right, so you guys heading back to Jarlsvard now? Or you just want to hang out here? And we'll just jump the caravan when they go by.
Yeah.
My master wants me to go back, though. Well, maybe we can wait until we get the Raven, and we'll see what my lord says. I just don't think we should give them the suspicion. I think it would be in our town's best interest going forward if we actually give them the payment as requested and make it seem as if we had no say in the matter. We weren't involved.
I don't care what your story is, as long as you help us round them up when they come back this way.
Of course, that's the fun of it.
Okay, then if we have no more business, collect, eat up, drink up. I got a business to attend to. We got to start hashing out a plan, bolstering defenses. We got stuff to do. King Crew has spoken.
You know, Nassim is very
Keep the
grateful of
whip.
your service.
Nah, I'm still working on it. You guys enjoy. Severed
I
hand, good team.
am appreciative of a goblin's ability to just interact socially in such a sophisticated way. It is indeed fascinating.
And he has
perplexed.
long since left the room when you were talking. He was not there.
All right, let's go. God, he was insufferable.
All right, so is that our business at Highmore?
Yeah, y'all can stay if you want, but Jin really wants to go back because he feels like he's betraying what Nassim wants because he said stay around town and he dipped.
Once you make your way out of the little building you were in, having a meeting with Kip, Ugdeb finds a raven awaiting him. And he hands Jin. No, Jin's a tool. He hands Kanan.
Yeah, true.
No, Austin, because Austin was the only one brave enough to go knock on the door. Apologize.
Hey,
Ugdeb hands Austin, Drax, the scroll from the Raven that says,
more news from our lord.
lock down the town and await my arrival.
Oh,
And,
this is urgent. No, we have business with. He doesn't know.
it is signed a year.
Not from our lord.
Yeah.
Oh, Drax, my boy, what do we do?
Holding it up. I think we need to be moving.
You know, I don't serve air, but they do serve the same master in the end.
And through your coming ups with each of your respective masters and on your travels to the Severed Hand Sanctum, each of them would have explained that they are interchangeable. It is all in servitude to Chiron, but if Air speaks, it comes out of the mouth of Air, Drake, and the other one. Obviously, Nassim. Thank you.
Get it right.
So,
Well, doesn't seem
Yeah,
that
disrespect our lord in such a manner. Anyway, okay. guess we get to town. Maybe we should send a raven over to the fort just to let them know
Doesn't
that we
seem
have.
that important, fella. Sounds like an order.
Who said it doesn't seem important?
Vega.
Speak up. Who was that? Say that again. Our master demands it. We have to go to town. We're waiting for our shipment anyway. Maybe we ambush them and they can leave. I don't care. It's of no matter to me. We're on good terms with the goblins, so that's good enough for now. Let's get to town and start setting up.
Agreed.
What preparations should we make? Wait, who serves Air? Vega or Drax? I forget. Because Drax is like with me in the scene, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So it's Vega.
Vega arrived with a year.
Okay, Vega, what should we do? Your master's the one who you serve directly, so any preparations we should make?
No.
Okay, he's a simple one. Though they all are, if you're not my Lord Nassim.
Call him simple to his face. I dare you.
Oh, never. They're all under. He's in good terms with my Lord, and we all serve Chiron in the end, so. While we're here, Kanan and Drax. Wait, who? Drax or Vega? Who has the higher AC? Who's beefier?
There's 21.
16.
Okay, Drax and Kanan, take this. I give you guys both 2 liquids. You can drink them.
Drink it.
Then you both heal 2d6 plus 6. Or you have temporary hit points, 2d6 plus 6.
Okay.
And then you also have like 10 walking speed for an hour, plus 10. Yeah, you have plus 10 walking speed for an hour, which is not that good. But the point is you get 10.
Especially not since you're about to go on a car ride.
Yeah, so it's literally useless, but the temp HP is good. All right. I'll start making some more concoctions while we're on the...
Jen, gratitude.
Of course, I always serve my good boy Drax with my concoctions. Okay. I guess we can use Kanan roll. So yeah, you both get 15 temporary HP.
Beautiful.
I'm quizzing Vega on the ride back. So tell me about Air. I haven't seen him around much. I've only heard tales from Nassim on the small occasions that he's around.
You don't need to know much. Just respect.
You don't even like making small talk. I'm trying to learn more about him. You won't even help.
Nothing
Legend
to
has
learn.
it, a year was a night to the first king of Neverwinter, if you believe that.
Oh, I believe it. I've been around the block.
It's timeless and unyielding. Only in his servitude to Lord Chiron.
Thank you, Yugdab. I appreciate the information. Vega's not one to talk.
Very interesting fella you have. No. I like the quiet ones. This one seems a little
It
angry.
depends. Some of them are very obedient. Others are just difficult.
Okay, so we're riding on. Said it's 2 days back from Highmore to Jarlsvard.
Yeah. Okay, so on the way, I'm just tinkering with stuff and making. So my thing, I have my alchemist or my artificer infuse item stuff. So when are we gonna introduce those? Cause I can just make them anytime we have downtime. There's just a couple things I can distribute to the gang.
Do it on the car ride.
Okay, so Let me see what I have, because there's a couple of good things that someone's gonna want. So, Kanan, do you have a staff or a wand or a rod or something to use your spells?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you can have an enhanced arcane focus. Now you have +1 to all your spell attacks. Or level +2, sorry, +2. So just keep that track, and then you can have. So I don't know if we're going by this, but with attunement, you can have 3 items attuned to you at one time. So that's like 1 out of 3 magic items that you can have equipped, basically.
Yep.
So just keep track of that somewhere, I guess. What
And I don't
else?
consider Ring of Protection and Cloak of Protection magic items.
Okay, but my cloak of
They count
protection
against
because I can create that too, so that will count though as
Yes,
attuned.
that's fine.
Yeah. Okay, and then I will make cloak of protection. So that's +1 to AC and saving throws. So I'll give that to Drax, I guess. It doesn't say it, but we'll just pretend. Won't play because I don't know why it doesn't show up. But +1 to AC and saving throws to Drax always.
I've needed a new cloak.
Yes, I'm watching you fight, and sometimes you let some hits get in that shouldn't. So I've identified your weak points, and I've recalibrated my locator towards where your hits are most likely to be received. So I hope this will serve you well. And I will give if someone can use this, I'll give it to them. Otherwise, I'll just take it. Because this is like good for haste and stuff like that. So I can just reinforce my cloak. So basically, I can keep my concentration easier. And then for my last one, I'll just keep that one a secret for now. It's not important.
Who's taking the Mind Sharpener?
I guess I'll take it. Unless Kanan has a lot of concentration stuff that is very important to not lose. Because I feel like haste is more important to not lose.
Concentration for anybody.
Alright, cool. Alright, nice. Yeah, I've been observing us in combat quite a bit, so I've determined which items will be most effective, and I've engineered something that should suit all of you. Sorry, Vega, you haven't won me over yet. You aren't entertaining enough. Your combat
don't need your shit.
If you would have let me finish, then you would have known that I was going to compliment you and tell you that, but I guess I don't have to say it because you're being an asshole. But if you weren't being an asshole, I would have told you that your combat potential is enough. I'm glad that you're charming in your own way. I'm glad that you're able to take it.
He's funny.
He has his moments. But he's much more powerful than he needs. He doesn't need my
I had him read wrong the whole time. Strong and silent things. Fine. I thought he's angry. I didn't realize he's so damn funny. You got me. Sorry. I don't laugh easy.
Yes. He's a jokester. I haven't really heard him make a joke, but that's all I've heard him say, so I guess he's a jokester. Until we're given evidence otherwise. But point being, he's a powerful one.
You, on the other hand, your intentions seem in the right place, but you kind of got a way of talking to people that I imagine make most of them want to smack you right in the mouth.
No idea to what you're referring.
What? That's what absolutely blows my mind.
I am extremely high intelligence, and as such, my social intelligence is enough to know if I were off-putting to anyone, clearly. It's not my fault that people can't understand.
Said there was words. Master Ayer.
Kanan, you have to understand. You and I were just a cut above these others. It's quite infuriating dealing with them, but I must commend you, truly. I commend your ability to just stand here and just exist with these people. It's so difficult sometimes.
I think he can hear you.
I'm just stating facts. It's
Designed
not
to
my
not
fault.
make things awkward.
I can't control how they take it. I'm just stating the truth.
I don't.
Whatever, we know
think
it to
you
be
would.
true. UDAP, you ride a good wagon. Let's just keep it that.
So what's your story there, Mr. Mountain?
Is he talking to me?
Yeah, he called you the Mountain because you're
Yeah,
big and a cat.
I didn't know if he said mountain or mountain.
Yeah.
Says that I lack social awareness, and he's calling my good man Drax such a ridiculous name.
Well, my name is Drax, and
Pleasure.
I'm just here because the work's good. My
What about
story's
before
not-
here? What's a fella like you do for what you do?
Well, I've been many things. Mostly, in my heyday, I was a soldier, but since then, it's just odd jobs here and there wherever I can get by.
Soldier, huh? Mighty respect.
Well, soldier, mercenary.
I imagine one come before the other. It's an inevitability when you're trained with a set of skills.
Always indebted to the cause. That's all that matters.
It's quite a piece of steel you carry around there. Real interesting.
You like it? You like it? I know. It's incredible engineering, isn't it?
Well, it's just different. I ain't never seen one quite like that. Seen a lot of
Yeah,
swords throughout my lifetime, but
It
nothing.
is different. And then, as I'm saying that, I'm gonna kind of tuck it behind me, tuck it in my cloak a little more.
Man, no disrespect. I just 2-day ride.
Yeah, let's just we can talk about something else.
Sure.
I think enough about this old hunk of steel.
Then he turns to Kanan and about you, fella. You got a story to tell?
Just here for power, friend.
Quite the philosophical team that I made the acquaintance of, but I think y'all do just fine. So we ride on to Jarlsvard. We hit the gate just after dawn. We spent again just about 2 days on the road. So in dynamic time, we think we've got 2 days before the regiment from Galaland shows to collect their duties. So we pull back in. You guys were only gone a couple days, so half a week. You do notice that the town itself is starting to look cleaned up, just a little better. The promise of putting people to work and bringing income into the town itself, as opposed to just sending it off to Galdaland, it's really done a lot for the minds and hearts of the people of this little town. So like I said, the people that are good at the trades, they're starting to fix stuff up. Everybody else is starting to just clean stuff up. We pull in. There's people out sweeping out in front of the inn. You see Brother Lyle out talking to Targ, and then he walks away from Targ and starts directing each of the other brothers. There's some people in some small single file lines of townsfolk. This must be where like they're processing and starting to train people. As you dismount the wagon, Tar comes over to meet you. Welcome back, fellas. How'd it go?
How have you been? What have you done since we were gone? We made a good alliance with the people.
Alliance with Highmore? Right on. I heard that place was abandoned or taken over. Well, We got the brothers here. They're getting people in working. We've already got you guys. I didn't. No one could have known what kind of muckery was going on in that mine. This is quite. You got quite a vein down there. This is. You
that's
could employ
fantastic.
every member of this town working all day and night and never scratch the surface of some of these veins.
Our lords will be pleased. Now, anyway, let's get to business. We have direct orders from our masters to set up a wait for their arrival. We must close off the village for the next day or so.
Hold on a minute. And he runs over to the inn and starts yelling in the door. Out pops. Excuse me, Brother Lyle.
All right, tell the boy. What do we need?
I don't know. The closest person to our master heir will not tell us anything we need to do, so I suppose we just close the town down and wait for him to arrive.
Aye.
But we should still let the people in to accept the shipment, and we'll rendezvous with the fort later. We made an agreement to help them.
Okay, what do we tell them about the increased security?
What do we tell Ayer or the people who are coming to collect them funds?
No, anybody that comes in. Ayer won't. I don't know who that is, but if he's your boss, why do you care if we're defended?
There's been improvements to
He
the town.
won't.
How about why can't we tell them ourselves?
Sure.
Aye. You can be the one that tells them.
Let's do it.
How much time we got? I reckon 2 days. What do we need to? What's the plan here? Are we just paying them like we said when you guys left, and they show up, we pay them, and they leave?
Do they come here first or the other fort?
If they need
Well,
provisions, they
they're
would
gonna go buy it.
go to the other fort. If they need anything
Yeah,
on the way,
they're gonna come here though first, because they have to get the money. Well, like the cruel people aren't gonna ambush them till they come on the way back.
Okay, so yeah, we'll pay them like
You-
normal. We'll just set it up
Yeah.
to pay them like normal and just keep the extra
Yes, we'll
security
follow
under
them
wrap.
back. We'll escort them back if they wish, but if we're waiting for Lord Ear, then I don't know if I would be permitted to leave. It's important for us to stay behind. We'll see what he has to say. They're not due to arrive anytime soon.
Do you think they've caught wind of the death of Titus?
Of course now, so are we going to cover it up? They don't usually meet with them. They get their funds, they should be happy. Kanan conversing with you is so refreshing. I truly believe we're on the same page here.
Well, yeah, just pay them like normal. We'll hang out at the other fort. And if they ask about the upgraded security, like you say, then just tell them the new owners have made improvements and the town is flourishing now that Titus is gone. And don't tell them anything
Very
else.
reasonable strategy. As long as they get paid, they'll be happy.
Mhm.
Then it's out of our hands. Well, it's supposed to be out of our hands, but it won't actually be, of course. Very well, let's set up. Our lords are coming. Well, Ager is coming, which is second best thing.
would you like to hear what we find about the mine's efficiency?
Yes, let us know as we prepare.
So previously, Galdaland comes to pick up 5,000 silver a month. The mine makes previously about 6,000 a month. If we get these people trained, thinking we do maybe 1,000 silver pieces a day.
Now we're talking.
So you got yourself it's a good idea to start hiring people in there.
Yeah, keep it up. And
Okay,
we'll
good.
send shipments up to the Severed Hand HQ as much as we can, as long as we can protect it.
We've had your rooms upgraded into suites in in there.
Much appreciated. If anyone would be willing to join me, any subjects or volunteers, whenever I return at night, I would like there to be any of those volunteers gathered and waiting in my room.
I'll tell Lyle. I heard he had a couple.
Thank you. Excellent.
And so whenever that happens, Lyle and 3.
Hold on, as long as those
Pigeon.
people make sure that they won't be too missed, just in case.
They
I
make
don't
no
want any
promises
follow-up
for that.
questions.
But you didn't explain that to Lyle ahead of time, so Lyle has got 3 people lined up in himself for your
Okay.
tests, whenever that convenes. So what are we envisioning while we're waiting the next couple days? We're doing in town to set up, just cleaning up, maybe some extra guards, things like that.
Yeah, I'll go around town, maybe see what fortifications can be made. Are they rebuilding something on top of the mine too? Like a some kind of
A new roof on top of the church.
yeah.
I think as Drax, I'm gonna say well, no, I guess I don't know. We're not talking, but Drax will be in the mine, kind of being like a overseer of the work.
Cool. Yeah, I'll help with some of the rebuilding and some of the fortification, but by help I mean I'll just stand there and bark orders, because I'll just see what needs to be fixed and how, and I'll just start berating people for not doing it as perfectly as I would do it.
Do you
But
have
I'm not going to actually do it.
dark vision, Drax? As some kind of cat, I have to imagine you would.
I hope so.
Yeah, there's no
I
way.
picture you your cat ass just leaning up against the wall somewhere, totally in the pitch black, just watching, and just like it is like a torch or something, just kind of catches your reflection. Like people are startled that you're just there.
Would it be in?
I think it's in the bottom lefty stuff.
Doesn't say like proficiencies in languages, like in there.
Yeah, maybe.
I think it would be in the bottom right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Danny,
I do
you're
not.
telling us he has cat eyes.
I do not.
Cat.
Dark vision.
Yeah, dark vision. You can see in
Yeah.
dim light up to 60 feet. Okay, yes, you absolutely do. Okay.
Cool.
So 2 days goes by. 4 days go by.
We didn't help.
6 days go by. 10 days go by. 14 days go by.
What the fuck? Did we never get anything back from the
21
from the
days
fort?
go by.
We were supposed to help in 2 days, and we did not help them.
Well,
21.
no, but they didn't
Hold
come
on.
to pick it up.
Correct. Hold on.
Yeah.
21 days. And there's now a caravan on approach.
Fucking finally. We must have our fortress
said-
must be fucking reinforced at this point.
Everybody said to expect 1 or 2 nobles, maybe 4 to 6 knights. As this party starts to come through the gate, you see a small battalion has entered,
People play like fools.
sort of being led by a large portal. They come marching in the town. You hear, "All right, hold up, bros," and they all kind of come to a stop, and everybody just starts like looking around. "All right, bros, move, but be careful." Where's everybody at? I know Austin said he wanted to be down in the mine.
Oh fuck.
Okay, so what's the meaning of this?
I'm up in town.
Well, I would probably be looking at.
We had increased protection.
Well,
We
are
thought
there
we get the
builders
smoke
and
we didn't
stuff?
know.
We're trying to rebuild. So, well, it's been a month, so there's no way. Um,
We didn't catch word from our guards that party was a little bit bigger than
Yeah, as they were approaching, you know, but you guys were just kind of ready and up in the courtyard over here because when they said they were coming, they weren't real clear that it was something ridiculous.
I'll just be in the backish.
Same.
But what? So did we send a raven? So at about day 7 or 5 or something, Jin's gonna want to send a raven or something to the fort to see
Yes.
what they're doing. So
To the fort. Okay.
Yeah.
So after day 10, you send a raven to the fort, and you get one back that said there's no sign of him. We're still waiting.
Okay, so everything's good on their part.
Yeah, 100%. We've sent
we
another one
just-
off to Ayer. We figured
Yeah.
he'd be here by now, but nothing yet.
Jesus. So what did so when did we learn about these guys coming in? Just today or never?
Yeah.
As they were
Yeah,
walking
just
up.
today. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
As they've been led into the town.
Okay. All right, boys, just stay casual.
The turtle is clearly leading. He comes out. Are you just standing there? What are you doing, Vega?
He's just standing there.
Just standing there.
That's his whole thing.
All right. Well,
Tony Bro.
the turtle approaches
Oh shit, is it actually nice?
and says, "That's where we'll pick it up next time, bro."